We can't always buy expensive gemstones, and even in those we get a lot of uneven gemstones that are not easy to work with, and this tutorial is just for uneven flat gemstones that you can use. It's very easy, and you will love the design. It's beginner friendly too. So we're working with 15 centimeters length naturally oxidized wire and my own bale plier. We're going to be making a loop with step 1 on the plier. To get a perfect loop, you need to use the plier ends to straighten out the loop. Once you straighten it out, this is the best loop possible, and it will hold the stone straight. The stone will not turn. And as you can see, this is an uneven stone, so I am making a right bend on the top. So whichever side the stone is sliding off, that is the side that I'm making the bend on. And I'm using my mandrel to make a circle around the top wire. We're going to be making another circle inside the top circle that we made, and a half circle. I'm using my semi-flush cutter to cut out the half circle that we are making. All these circles are going to help us weave in an intricate design between these swirls. And we are going to make sure that the half circle is just enough so that we can loop the end inside the circles. We are going to be using 24 gauge weave wire, 50 centimeters length. You can take more also if you are not sure. And I'm tying it off on the top end of the circle, and then just making a simple 2-wire weave zigzag design. So the open end, what I did is I tied it around the top and tucked it very safely. Now what I'm doing is I'm just wrapping 5 loops on the outer bigger circle and 2 loops in the inside circle. So, and it's a zigzag. It's a very simple and a neat design, and this design is used in many jewelry to just level up how it looks, and this is the way it's looking. The additional wire, what I did is I started making swirls on the stone. Now because this is a blue stone, it looks very nice. Copper looks very nice on it. So it's a very simple design if you follow, or you can do your own style of swirls and loops over the stone. You can level up this design with the crystals. I found blue and orange to be a great combination. So I'm just adding wire through the spaces and adding 3 crystals which are 4 mm size. You can add bigger crystals if you want, but this looked and fit exactly over there. In the lower part also I'm adding a 10 mm agate, orange agate bead. So this is just a knotted end that I'm doing with 2 loops in the end, and push the wire through it. And once you push the wire, pull it to the end, it will become a knot. This is a basic knot that I use for most of my beads. If I'm just using it, looks very classy compared to just a loop in the end. And you add your bead and bend right and make a loop in top. I'm making a double loop, and I'm going to put it through the gemstone loop in the end. So that is how we attach it. I put 2 loops and then I started wrapping it over the agate bead, and I tucked it on top. And make sure that you tuck the edges very safely. These are copper plated chain that I bought on amazon.in, and I'm going to attach it with a 20 gauge jump ring that I made myself. I will post the description for the tutorial to make jump rings in the comments. And that's how I connected to the top. I'm sure you're going to enjoy making this, and I'm sure it's going to help you with any kind of stones that you have that are not really proper in shape. I enjoyed wearing it too. It looks very nice. So I hope you try to make a few for yourself, or in case you have any stones, I hope this tutorial works for you. Thank you.